Congratulations. Welcome back to another edition of Prongler Productions TV.
I think it's too cold, and I don't know what all this white stuff is on the ground. I know it's crunchy and cold, and I don't like it.
Time now for Waiting for the Fall's weekly product spotlight.
This week in our product spotlight is a tool called the Rip Shot from Rip Archery. The Rip Shot was originally designed for an archer who had a shoulder injury and could no longer draw his bow back. So what the Rip Shot does, it forces you to use your back muscles in drawing and holding your bow instead of using your shoulder, your bicep, your tricep, your forearm. The neat thing about it is it frees up your wrist, so you're no longer attaching your wrist to the string. And by using the Rip Shot, what that did was freed up my wrist, so at full draw, well, now I'm holding with my back muscles. I can hold for a really long time this way. And let's say a deer steps behind the tree, you get to full draw, and he doesn't step out, and you're waiting for the shot. And I know you've all been there where you start to get shaky and you feel like you got to let down. Well, instead of letting down, I can just brace it behind my head, and I can hold it like this for quite a while. And then when I'm ready for the shot, I just anchor up, pull back into my form, bring my finger onto the trigger, and pull through with back tension. It's a really neat idea, and it improves anybody as an archer. It will improve your form because it gives you that stable background of using your back muscles to draw, hold, and pull through. The other nice thing is I'm actually using it similar to a back tension style release, where I'm not activating the trigger with my finger necessarily anymore. I'm actually pulling through the shot with my back muscles, which is the proper way and the proper form in archery. So if you're so inclined, check out the Rip Shot today. You can go check them out online at riparchery.com, or you can go to the Pronghorn Productions website and check them out there.
This week's code word is accurate. Check us out on Facebook to learn more what it's about.
Okay, folks, it's Sunday, the third day of our hunt and our final day. We've only got today to get her done, or we're not going to get her done here in South Texas. Been having a lot of fun, though. We've had some good stalks. Just didn't pan out at the end, come to fruition at the end to get a good shot. But we're coming up on a set here where we corned the road, corned a sendero, and we've seen javelina 2 days in a row here. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's been light now for about 30 minutes or so. Overcast, looks like rain's coming in. But we're gonna just sneak up here, and hopefully there's gonna be some little piggies out eating the corn. We'll get a good stalk going on. We'll get a shot opportunity, so come on along. You can see we still got plenty of corn on the road here. Yesterday there was 2 avies feeding right through here. We came up on them and didn't realize it in time, and they busted before I could get a shot. But they got plenty of food out here, and I know they know where it's at because we've seen them on this. We've seen them farther down the sendero here on the corn, so I don't know. We're just gonna keep moving along. We got 8,000 acres we're hunting here on this ranch. This ranch is a total of 130,000 acres, but this particular pasture is about 8,000 that we can hunt here. And we're only hunting a fraction of it because you can't cover all 8,000 acres in 3 days. It's just impossible. But we've got some more roads corned. We're just gonna keep inching our way up on our corn roads. Eventually we're gonna have to find something on them, I'm sure. Let's keep at her. We got about 6 hours to get her done now, so let's go. We just shot that little footage of the corn here. We're walking back to the buggy. We got havies out there now, so let's get on them. Come on. friends. Wait a couple more minutes, see if that one comes out. If he doesn't come out, we gotta swap up and get Steve's going. Steve's got a kill one yet too, so. Was that awesome or what? All right, good job, man. Good job. All right, man.
Nice shot.
About time I make a good shot, eh?
I'll tell you what we did here, folks. You saw that little piggy go down. He just did a couple circles and landed right in the middle of the road. You couldn't get more lucky on that because they run into this brush country and you got to take a big old loppers to get a path through and get on some blood. So we got real lucky on that. But what we did, you heard him, I think, squealing when he was hit. And sometimes if you call right after you put one down, if there's others with them, you call real aggressive on that javelina call. Steve started calling on that call. We did hear that other one pop his jaws a couple times in here, so we knew he was close by yet. But if you do that, once in a while, those other ones will come back out. I don't know if it's because they're curious to find out what's going on, or if it's the little bit of predator instinct in them, or something like that. But anyways, we tried to draw him back out. He didn't come back out. But I tell you what, if you have never done a spot and stalk on javelina in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, you get the opportunity, you gotta do it. It is a blast, I tell you. This rivals any bear hunting or big whitetail buck hunting, alligator hunting. I mean, this, you wouldn't think a little animal like this would get you so fired up. And it's not necessarily the animal. I love the animal, but it's the way you can hunt them with the bow, the spot and the stalk. They're tailor-made. Steve said the other day, these little critters are tailor-made for a spot and stalk bow hunt. And I tell you, if you can get on a good ranch, boy, there's nothing funner. Nothing funner. Middle of July here, no other seasons going on. You're cooped up in the house, you got nothing to do. Give someone a call and book a javelina hunt. Well, you see those teeth? I don't think I'd want to meet him in the end of a dark alley late at night. Boy, they have got some cutters on them. I can't say thanks enough to everybody who made this possible. Jim Stenson, Adrian Blakey, and best of all, my good buddy Steve Alleman now he's from Katy, Texas, used to be from over in Louisiana. You remember him from the Gator a few years back. He's taken me on some exciting adventures. We've gone on a lot of exciting adventures together, and this ranks right up there with any bear hunt or gator hunt we've been on, any deer hunt. This is just awesome. These little critters are tailor-made for spot and stalk with the bow.
Waiting for the Fall would like to thank our fine sponsors for making this show possible. Blind Ambition Bail